The ugly truth. Alright, it's time for Stephanie to be in the studio.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
It's cold out here. It's cold in the studio. It's cold outside. It's raining.
It's not cold outside.
For me, yes.
Oh my god.
Because
How is that cold?
I'm losing my voice. I think I have a cold or something like that.
How is it cold outside? That is not cold.
It's raining. It's colder than the other days.
No, it's not. It's still humid. It's so hot outside.
Because you're wearing like jean jackets. Stop wearing that.
Well, you're wearing like next to nothing jacket, so put something else on.
Exactly. Should we just change? Exchange? Exchange time.
No. All right.
Okay,
so, it's time for the ugly truth, where we read your stories and we're gonna give you the blunt, honest truth.
Oh yes, the
last
ugly
week,
truth.
yes, last week we got a lot of love from our listeners.
Oh, they liked it.
Yeah, they really did like it. And Jeremiah from the USA is saying hello to you, Stephanie.
Hi, Beth.
Anyways,
I love you too.
moving on.
I know you love me.
Yes.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're gonna read our first story, and it's quite powerful.
This one.
Yeah,
Really?
kind of. Well, the languages, anyways.
Well, that, yeah.
Yeah.
We need, like, beep! Or something
Anyways.
like that. Okay, for Lenzingen...
Lissa from the UK. Her name is Lissa.
Oh.
Okay.
This is not Lissa.
But that's her ID.
Oh, I see. Okay, from Lissa.
Don't fight with me. These are my listeners.
All right, fine. All right, hi, y'all. Isaac and Stephanie. Okay, before that, it's Stephanie with PH and IE.
Okay.
Just for the information. How can I start? Well, my brother will be 39 next week, and he's still single. All he does after work is play on the Xbox. Nice. And he says he doesn't want to be married or have a relationship, but I think it's due to his past relationship and all his exes are
Okay.
Uh-huh. Sorry, but that's what they are all like. One dated behind, he's back with his best friend. Yes, his best friend, and there's more, but anyways. What way can I get him out of the house more and meet someone that he can trust? Oh, he has a lot of guy friends that always calls him out. Personally, I think they are secretly in love with him, but haven't got the courage to admit it. And if you are both single, would you date a guy like that? The ugly truth.
He needs to get off the couch and stop playing Nintendo. Well, he needs to stop playing the Xbox.
I think he's just tired of dating bees. So I think he knows what he's doing, but I think he just needs a break. Don't you think? No? Because there's a movie of 40-year-old version. So, yeah, there's a lot of courage. I think, yeah, it's not too bad. So just let him play. Why just
He's 39.
So what?
He's 39. He comes home. He doesn't hang out with his friends. He plays video games all day.
Maybe he's just too tired. I don't think he's gonna play like till like 45 or something like that.
At the way he's going, I think he is.
Or just meet a girl who can play with you.
Well, no, I do know guys that really like girls who are gamers. And, I mean, if you can find one, great. But if you're, 39 and you're sitting at home and you're just waiting to find a gamer girlfriend, I don't think so.
Well, he doesn't want to get married, so that's a... How can we...
Well, I mean, his ex cheated on him with his best friend. I mean, I don't think I would...
That's not best friend.
Obviously.
Isn't it?
Obviously, though, it's not
like,
his best friend.
Yeah, it's like, what's wrong with your friends and your exes? What's their problem?
Yes.
Yeah, so, well, who knows? Who knows? But Xbox, yes, I think just for now, if it's like temporary, then that's fine. But if he's still like, if he plays like on and on and on, I think that's a problem. Yeah, but okay, the last question: would you date a guy like him? Would you? No.
No.
Really?
No.
But he works.
So
He was.
He has no social life.
Well, okay, if he didn't have any social life, he won't date anyone.
Well, I mean, he hasn't
I think
been.
this is just like it's a sister, right?
Yeah.
Sister point of view.
Well, true, but I mean, 39. Okay, I'm a person that's not.
You're not a gamer. That's it.
No,
That's the
I
answer.
suck at playing games.
Me
But
too, me too. So
I try, but I suck.
Sorry, we both are not interested in the gamers, but
no, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to date that much of a gamer. But I mean, yes, he's had some bad relationships in the past. He could be attracted to girls that have that type of sense in them, which is also probably something that could be helped by meeting new people. But if he refuses to meet people, I don't mean that he needs to be married at the age of 39. I'm actually very against society saying that we have to get married at a certain age.
Exactly.
But at least give it a try. I mean, I am not against divorce at all. If you live with somebody and if you feel that you don't, feel that you match with them anymore.
But relationship forcing is not the good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. But for him, okay, for your perspective,
are you going to introduce someone because it's your listener?
I don't have any friends in that age range. I don't have any friends in that age
39
range.
is not old.
It's not old, but I don't have any friends in that age range.
Who cares? Just meet a young girl then. Yeah. Because I dated a lot of old. It's a personal life, but yeah.
Now he has a lot of guy friends that call him out personally, and
I don't get that line,
Lissa is thinking that they secretly love him, but they haven't had the courage to admit it. So, Lissa, I want to ask you this. If you could clear this up for us. So, he's not dating. He stays at home and plays video games, but his friends call him out. So what is he doing? If he has a social life, then he's hanging out with his buddies.
Yes.
So, that is a social life. If he just stays at home all day to play video games, then
I don't think so.
That would be a problem. But if his friends are calling him out, then he should have a social life. So, I don't think you should be worried.
No, not at all.
Even if his friends are interested in him and they feel that they want to confess their love for him, hey, go for it.
Then why don't you introduce your a girl? No, not you.
No, yeah.
To your brother.
Well, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, because so you know the best of him, and probably if you're an outgoing person, then you might have a friend who can actually hang out with you or actually play Xbox with him. So yeah, why don't you solve this problem for him? Because I don't think it's a big problem because 39. I know it's not young, but I don't think it's old, and I think he needs a break from those his exes. And I'm sure that he's gonna be back in the social.
Yeah, I mean, if he has had such big heartbreaks from his exes in the past, if you are right the way that they're acting, then obviously it's going to take him time to settle down again, to open up, to be in that kind of relationship
and
again.
that time he's using the Xbox to help him to open his mind again.
Well, I mean,
maybe that's his.
I have nothing against video games. I know this is a little bit of a personal opinion, but for me,
but what's Xbox?
It's a video game.
It's a video game, online game.
It's an actual player.
Oh, the whatever the.
It's an actual game player.
Oh, it has like sticks and buttons and something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So
what's the difference? Because I don't play
it's different companies. It's a brand name so much.
I see.
But I mean, I don't know why it is, but for me, online games I have a really big pet peeve with. I don't like online gamers.
Well, our old member, Lena, she
loves online games.
She used to play like 10 hours.
That's the problem.
That's not a problem, but she, if she didn't have any schedule, she was like on PC Bang.
No, but that's the thing. You lose yourself within 10 to 12 hours, and I don't feel that it's productive because people forget things. Like they're literally engulfed in the game. But and yet with video games, I feel that if after a game ends, you kind of are snapped back into reality, you can play again, but it's not a constant,
So, like,
ongoing game where you're
that's
stuck
difficult.
there.
You know games.
Well, I played them before.
Well, I sang game before. That was my title.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think you need another cup of coffee, honey.
Seriously.
But I think, Lissa, for him to be 39, yes, the age factor in there, I understand where you're coming from as a family member.
Mm-hmm.
But if he has had some unfortunate relationships in the past at his age, obviously there is something stressing him out.
Yeah,
so
maybe
that's
he's,
why
like,
he kind
heartbroken.
of he just
Wants
wants
to
to forget about it. So that's probably why he's playing video games. But if his friends are constantly calling him out, and if he's having a
I'm sure he's
social
gonna go
life,
out
I
someday.
think that you shouldn't be too worried.
Mhm. Because he has a friend who cares about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel that it would be easier for him to, adapt, or, I mean, give him about $50 to $100 in ones and send him off to a club.
So, yes, conclusion. Do not worry about him.
Yeah, I don't think
He's
you need
old
to worry about
enough
him that
to
much.
care of himself.
And for him to not get married, are you worried about him not getting married? I feel that everybody has a person or a time in their life where they can settle down. I know society says that 39, still single, there's a problem there, but I feel that there's no problem there.
And watch the video. 40-year-old. Mm-hmm.
40-year-old virgin. Oh, dear Lord.
I love that. I love that movie.
I love that movie.
It's so cute.
Anyways,
Love it.
we have some more tracks, and we're going to take a listen to a song, and then we're going to come back and read our next story. But Etsy Island, we've got their track, 다 큰 남자가, called A Guy That Has Grown Up. We got
I love
this
your
song,
PD님.
and we're going to listen to some more stories after
awesome.
this. Okay,
We
so
are back.
we're back, and Stephanie's in the studio. Jeremiah thinks that you and I should have our own reality TV show.
Oh, seriously. Seriously.
Find somebody to fund it.
No, seriously.
Find somebody to fund it.
Me?
Find somebody. I don't know.
Okay.
I know your company ain't gonna do it, so
They gonna do it.
you sure?
No.
See. Okay, so
Second one.
question or not question 2, but
okay.
message 2
All right.
for our ugly truth for today comes from Tang. Tang from Hong Kong. Tang from Hong Kong. He's one of our avid listeners and one of our loyal listeners.
Oh,
He even visited our
cubic
studio
wave?
before. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so
I see.
let's read the story.
All right, so this is from Hong Kong. Your listener.
Tang?
Yeah, Tang. Tang. I love that name.
Hmm.
Tang, Tang. All right, news segment. And I have a story to tell. Recently, my company's CEO was scheduled to fly to Europe for some conference, and my manager, who would accompany the CEO for the conference, decided to be smart and came up with a pocket-sided guidebook for our CEO, so that she could put it inside her handbag, which is purse, for easy refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Referencing.
Referencing.
Smart idea, if you ask me. But when the pocket-sized guidebook was 293 pages, wow, thick, with font size of about 6 or 7, that's small, it doesn't sound too smart. And despite constant suggestions from me and other colleagues, my manager was so keen to produce this 293 pages pocket-sided guidebook, because she thinks that it would be handy to carry around and yet contain all the information the CEO needs. Guess what happened after that? Sure enough, the CEO subsequently asked for a magazine-sided guidebook with just the most important information, which amount to about 25 pages. Okay, that's a big difference. All the effort before that were wasted. Me and my colleagues spent about 3 weeks working on that just because someone was trying to be too smart. Okay, your conclusion. What's ugly truth? Here. 293 pages to 25 pages.
I know a lot of people like this.
You know a lot of people.
Like this.
How can you handle handle this? Oh my goodness.
Okay, so this is what happened for me. In my personal experience, it was not so much outside of work. It was more actually, ironically enough, at college. So I started,
But this is like a
the
company.
workplace. But this is what happens in Korea. When you go to college, a lot of the courses, when I was an acting major, this didn't happen. But I changed to a business major, and when I was a business major,
did.
When I was taking some of my classes,
Interesting.
they all make you do group projects. Everything is group
What
projects.
seniors?
Everybody. Just so everybody in the class, they would choose one older, well, not older, but technically the higher grades.
Exactly. You're like a senior.
Pretty much. But they weren't necessarily older than me.
Okay.
But yeah, they would be the main group leader, and then they would make a team, and then they would shove us in the team, and we had to follow them.
Oh my God, I hate that.
This would always happen. So, honestly, because I was a freshman at the time, I was very new to all of that. So I don't know how to make a...
You have no right to say anything.
No, but I told him honestly, I don't know how to make a presentation. I can speak English. I'm very good at speaking, so I can make the presentation for you. So I can actually do the presentation.
So you were appealing.
Yeah, I was appealing to what I could do.
Good.
But in the end, everybody was too busy being a student. So pretty much the reason why I say it this way is
too busy
playing. So I have a work schedule because I had to come to the studio.
Exactly.
I was doing TV at the time as well, so I had to move back and forth. And so I told them honestly, if you guys finish school around 4 to 5, I'm perfect. It's perfect for me to come join you guys for like a dinner session.
But you still have to do the schedule and
I
do
still have
that
to go.
also. Project.
Exactly.
That's why it's hard to do both.
Exactly. But I told them honestly that any evening time would be great, or even the weekends. And their response would be, "Oh, I have to meet my boyfriend on the weekend."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have to
it's
go.
Like, excuse me.
It's like, oh, I have to go to my part-time job, and so I can't meet up. And so recently on SNL, M Black was on the show, and Gio did an acting episode.
I love that part.
Of a very similar story. There's a lot of people in this world.
A lot. I just hate
kind
it.
of being stubborn. I don't want to say stupid, but stubborn. And because of that, they have aftermath of people around them being, tired,
Too harsh.
angry. They want to go up and wring their neck.
Well, it happens all the time, but this is like, especially, it's CEO, so you just kind of have to suck it up, sometimes, because it's like workplace. It's not a student. It's not a student president.
The CEO was the one that said it. It was a head manager. So the head manager was the one that
made a mistake.
That wanted to make this book for the CEO.
Right.
Yeah. So obviously it's the manager's fault.
Oh, okay. All right, but it's higher. What is it like? But it's upper grade. It's not grades, but like.
Obviously, it's a senior. It's a senior, right? It's a manager. So obviously, it is a senior to him. But still, I mean, yes, you have to suck it up. But I mean, yeah, there is people that they.
I mean, we do this all this time, like all the time.
We see this all the time, yes.
And we are kind of like, sometimes it's a victim of this kind of thing, because especially like, you know what? Do you watch a program 진짜 사나이?
Yes.
I love that reality show, but that they're much older than the normal military the soldiers, I'll say.
Of course.
But they have to just suck it up and do whatever they ask or tell them to do or order them to do, right? So it's kind of it's a reality show. It's show, but it's reality.
True.
So it's showing that you have to kind of like just let it go. You just have to let go of yourself. I know it's like, it's upsetting, but just have to suck it up. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So Stephanie, I want to ask.
But 293 pages to 25 pages, that's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean.
But you didn't waste your 3 weeks, I don't think, because, well, anyways, you did it for your senior and you did your job. So I think what you did, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, Stephanie, I know that you major in dancing as well. Do you ever see this kind of person in your major?
Yeah, but I don't get involved with them. I speak my mind.
Okay.
So sorry, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's...
It's dancing, me, it's dancing department. especially to art, fine art. So everybody is kind of like, it's hard to engage with people, but I'm like much like senior than first grade, second grade, freshman and sophomore, but I still study with them because I try for to get into school too late. Not too late. Nothing's too late, right? But I kind of have to like suck it up and do whatever I need to do. So it's exactly the same situation, but I made my enemy to. It's like frenemies.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
So you made a frenemy at school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone.
I hope
that's like social life. That's life. So you have to like put them into your side.
I hope that none of your classmates are listening to the show.
No, they're not. They're too busy.
I don't want somebody to listen and be like, oh wow, so Stephanie thinks that all of us are frenemies. Oh.
Yeah. Like even you.
Oh wow.
Thanks,
oh wow.
son. Sorry.
Thank you.
It's like she's gonna
now I know
me.
Stephanie's true feelings.
Yeah, you knew now. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I love you so much.
Sure.
So what's the conclusion?
Well, today, I mean, thank you, Tang, for venting on the program, because this is also what we wanted as well. It's not necessarily something that we can help you go on with. You already know that this person's going to do it again. Yeah. And I know that you just wanted to vent a little bit out on the message board about what's going on. But I do understand that this is a very unpleasing situation, especially because you can't say anything.
Especially it's like a lot of amount of time. It's like 3 weeks. They spend 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you put a lot of time and energy into something that you knew wasn't going to get any results anyways, and because they were your senior, you couldn't really say anything about it. It is kind of the cycle of life, which sucks, especially in the workplace. Maybe for future reference, though, try and pitch the ideas verbally to your CEO. So I'm not saying, because I know that in Asian countries, and since you are from Hong Kong, I bet that your office life is a lot similar to the ones here in Korea. And I know that going around your manager to your CEO would be very bad ranking wise. But if you were to maybe voice your opinion on a certain project while your CEO was present. So let's say your CEO and you get into an elevator together, and casual conversation come up. If it was this particular
like be
scenario,
close with him.
Yeah, no. If it was
like
this
make
particular,
it your side.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was your particular, if you were talking about her or their business trip to Europe, you could be to your CEOs to like, boss,
to
how are
close,
you doing? How are
more
you doing? How's everything getting ready? Well, our manager's making us do a very small book that's adding up to more than 200 pages. What would you like us to do about that? That kind of concern. You're not telling on them. You're asking about their honest opinion. Will you use this if we make this? And if that
font size about 6 or 7.
Exactly. Just kind of open a conversation with your seniors, like CEOs, managers.
Yes, of course. I mean, talking to them is like one of the big key to solve this kind of problem, because get close with them.
Exactly. I mean, even now with our system, I mean, Stephanie's always coming in each week with new ideas for the segment, for new ideas here and there, and being able to communicate with that with every single member of our team is something that is needed in any workplace. So
especially the workplace.
Especially the workplace.
Because it's not school.
Being able to give more, being open about your opinions in meetings and whatnot, I feel would be helpful for you in the future as well, and for any of our other listeners who might be going through something very similar.
But why don't you just ask them to pay the overtime? Because they spent
in most Asian countries, overtime is considered a must, so I don't know if they're going to pay for overtime.
Yeah, but it's too sad, but because we are Asian, because, everyone works so bad, but when I was with LA Ballet Company, our, 4 o'clock, we have to finish, otherwise we can overcharge the schedule, the time. So, yes, if it was like another, you know,
Oh, if it's
country,
in the US.
if
Yeah,
it's
if
like
in the
that's
US, a
available.
time and a half. There we go. Okay, well, what we're going to do is...
So yeah, just charge them.
The next song we're going to be listening to is I Don't Like You Because You're Ugly.
Oh my god.
오빠들은 못생겨서 싫어요. This is by 장미 Ogano. We'll see you
Where
guys
do
after
you
this
find this kind
with
of
more
song?
of the ugly truth. Okay,
Where do you
so...
find this song? This is crazy. I love the melody. It's like so, it's like romantic, and the lyrics, it's like, I don't like it because you're ugly. I'm like, okay.
Well,
wow,
they're actually talking about themselves, about
yeah,
something, the people who said that to them. This group actually has been around for a while, and they've been recently garnering a lot of love.
Yeah, I saw
by showing
their,
on TV shows,
like a commercial film or something like that. Yeah, it was really funny because what they wear is like it's interesting because they were wearing suit, but it's not suit.
Yeah,
it's like yellow, pink, crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's read on some more stories from our
Yes,
truth.
we have a little serious problem here, and his ID is Wolfbane, which is Kelvin.
From Singapore.
Oh, from Singapore. Okay, just found out that I have been played around by a girl for 4 years.
Wow.
All about her is a lie, and she even make a big lie about her death. Not once, but twice. And I believe everything she said. And to only find out that she wants to break up with me, it's because she thinks that I no longer trust her. When I thought that at first, it's because of her days are numbered. But it seems like not the case. LOL. How about a liar talking about trust here? Totally like an idiot now. But tears I dropped, the trip I made to the crematorium, and even try ending my life. So ashamed of myself now that I think back. Dun dun dun.
Interesting. Okay, so this is here's a little bit of a backstory for Stephanie. Kelvin's been sending in a lot of messages to our message board for over a long period of time.
All right.
And
for 4 years? You talking about his girlfriend?
Well, it's been recent. He's been telling us a little bit about how she's been doing. That she's sick. She's not picking up the phone. She keeps saying that she doesn't want to see him anymore. He's been having a really hard time.
Wow.
And I've been trying to find a way to say, because if somebody's sick, I mean, there's nothing really to say to anybody to help them feel better.
If she lies about how did you find out? But if she lies about it, then.
Well,
like,
I mean,
apparently
she lied about dying more than once.
Yeah, like twice. That's just it.
Now this is a problem here. Now, yes, lying is a problem, but what kind of a liar are you also brings up an issue. Are you a compulsive liar? There are people that are compulsive liars, not in this sense. It's more of, oh yeah, my mom has money. Oh yeah, my dad, he works for this company.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you know what? I graduated from UCLA with high honors. You know, there are those kinds of compulsive liars that try to get ahead of each other in society.
But my goodness, but making like death.
Yeah,
it's death.
To lie about, you know, being sick.
That's just crazy. You have to just like move on and find a like mentally healthy people, like girl. Seriously.
I mean, for you to have been going through this, and for me to be able to picture this with you for the past few years.
No, I met someone like this. So
really,
yeah,
compulsive liar. In what way?
Now she married with her husband, and she has a baby, and now she's like mentally healthy.
So she was a compulsive liar in the beginning.
She was it.
Okay. Yeah, so how did she lie?
She was just like came up with like random ideas. It's just like playing with the guy. Yeah.
With her current husband?
Like no.
With former...
like a back like exes.
Okay.
Exes. But when I see it, it's like she was a sad person.
Okay.
She wasn't positive.
Okay.
She was just sad, but she just wanted to have a little feeling, like she wants some kind of feeling, like loving feeling, or some kind of like I don't know. She wants her boyfriend or her friends
she just wants attention.
Exactly. To be sad with her, or you know, she needs like someone who can cry with her.
Okay.
It was just like very she was fighting with a depression. So
Okay.
so that yes, she was having a problem with she has a mental problem.
Okay.
This is like the mental problem. So if you want to live your life healthy and now you broke up with her, it's just, yeah, you just have to forget about it. But I know it's upsetting you, but don't be ashamed on you. Seriously. I know you've been too much in love, but she's being, like you said, you've been played. So.
Well, the ugly truth is it's already happened. So it's already said and done.
Our listener, he knows.
Yeah, you already know. So Kelvin, you already know that she was lying to you.
So we're gonna just talk on your side. So
now that you know that she's done that to you, it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have a period where you're going to be angry, you're going to be sad, you're going to feel a lot of different emotions. And anger probably is going to play out a lot more because you felt that you have done so much for that particular individual.
Okay, was this story like back then? Like it was like sad like this?
Well, it was more of he kept worrying about her because she was sick. He didn't know what to do. He wanted to do something for her.
That's exactly what she wanted you to do. So,
well, I can see that now. Mm-hmm. She was fishing for attention. So she kept saying that she was sick, and so she wanted.
Don't be too nice. I mean, you are a nice person, but in this world, there are crazy people out there. So, yeah, you just have to be a little. You have to calculate a little bit, especially in the relationship. Like we said this earlier. Like milta is like what you need, but seriously, like joking about death. That's just mentally she has a problem. So. Just get over with. Like, don't even think about it, cause you be mad, cause you're gonna just wake up in like midnight and just like you be like
upset.
Like, yelling.
I mean, there's a Korean saying that just think that you stepped on some number two, and then just kind of go on. So just think that you stepped on some, you know, bad stuff, bad stuff, and then you just, you're gonna eventually forget about it.
But you be nice. I know our listener Kelvin. I know you be nice to her for 4 years. I think she's the one who will have hard time
forgetting him.
But after that, people move on. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, I wish like she has a hard time. No, maybe like for a short amount of time, yes, but not too long. Even me, like I went through like very like heavy relationship, and I've been like, there was this, someone that I wanted to get married, like even that, and I broke up, and I thought I would never meet someone new, but I move on. So people move on, so she will move on too, and you have to move on. So stop being, just don't think about the past.
Yeah.
Now you know she's not good for you, and you did your best, but this is just, I'm sorry, but just too sad.
I mean, you've already found out. Thank goodness. I mean, it's
done.
Never
it's
too
over.
late. Yeah, it's never too late. Even though you feel that you've wasted 4 years. Recently, Chung Sunny, which is a comedian who went through a very hard patch recently, she did a show, and she was doing a seminar, and she was talking about her past and how there's a big media. She had a really hard life in the past 5 years.
Oh my god, her husband and her friends.
Yeah, it was a really bad state of mind, and so she was talking about her trials, and she said that she lost a husband, and then she lost a friend, and it was in the media. There was rumors. It was really bad, but she came out on the other end, and she's still alive. She's
she moved
happy.
On.
She says that she doesn't go a day without forgetting it. It's not a thing where she forgets. It's not something that you forget and just kind of get over.
But this, he needs to move. He needs to forget.
Yeah, but for you and her, I mean, she was talking about it in her seminar that she was talking about how she was able to move on, though. She doesn't live without it. There is always going to be that experience with her, but are you going to live with it?
You have to just fight through it and live with it.
Or are you going to let it eat you up? Are you going to let that engulf you, or are you going to fight through it and then fight over to say, yeah, that happened to me, I learned from it, and now I can move on?
Exactly. And what's his name? There's a speaker who has no arms and no legs. What's
he was on
name?
TV.
He was on the Healing Camp, the TV show, And yes, even him, he lost, or he born with it. He was born with no arms, no legs, but he knew what he was going through. Like, well, of course, he went through the depression and blah, 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 but he fought with it, and he moved on, and now he's a successful speaker. So, everyone has a past. We all have a past, but we just have to fight through it and just move on. And especially the relationship, it's the easy moving on thing, because relationship, there are always people there. Half of this world is like guys, like female, and half of this world is like male. So you have always the chance to meet someone. So don't be ashamed or whatever. Stop being, just it's all in the past. You just have to step up and get through it.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie, for saying that. So, just
but
like you guys said,
we have some, the cheerful
messages.
Yes. Bill. Oh, OMG, how could she do that to you, being a girl? Myself, I feel ashamed of this weird stuff that some girl do, but be brave and just leave it behind you, and definitely have more important thing to do, so don't be sad. So, yeah. And Roxanne, Calvin, we're here to support you. So, yep.
All right.
Everyone is cheering
him on.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, it's already time for us to say goodbye. Evil's going to take us out of the studio with Get Up. Enjoy this track. I'll see my listeners tomorrow. And Stephanie, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.